Welcome back to a new YouTube video. If you don't want to hear me yap for 20 minutes, skip this video. The whole point why I started my journey was to find myself. The goal is to follow my dreams, travel across the world, and meet amazing people which appreciate me for who I am, and to actually be who I want to be. To find myself in a sense. To stop caring so much of what other people think of me, and to actually try to be my true authentic self. Back in Germany, I left. I left Germany because of one reason. I was too scared to show or change so much in front of the people that already know me. Like, they have a certain set of, if you meet a person, you kind of get a sense of who they are. And then you have expectations of how they should react or how they're gonna react in certain situations. And I felt like everybody I knew expected me to be in a certain way, which is totally not true. It's kind of true, like, in the back of their minds, obviously, because everybody puts everybody in certain, okay, he's like this, okay, that's just what we do as humans. But I don't think the people that I know and love and who know and love me, like, they accept everything I'm doing. But at least the reason why I left was, okay, I think if I get a new start with a different environment, I can be my new self. It's easier to be my new self because I knew if I stay, I couldn't. It has nothing to do with my parents, it has nothing to do with everybody I love or who's in my life. It has everything to do with me. That I'm too scared because I have this expectation of myself, how I'm supposed to act in front of certain people or in certain situations. Which is why I felt like I couldn't film the whole time, or couldn't trial and error, you know? Because once you try something new, you will always not be perfect, and you're trying to figure shit out. And I felt like I couldn't do it. And I knew if I leave, it would be easier for me to do it because nobody knows you. It's just you, new people, they have a fresh slate, and you're like, okay, you can be whoever the fuck you want. Because every time I went to vacation and I was my real self, I met amazing people and everything worked out. And I was actually happy with who they met. I was like, okay, cool, this could work. So when I came to campus the first time, I was like, this is my opportunity to finally be myself, to be the self that I want to build up, to be the self that I just want to be, and then to bring that back home with me, to just train to be that person, so then I can be it everywhere, even where it's hardest with your loved ones, because their judgment hurts the most, even though they would never judge you. It's all in my brain. At least that's how I thought, and that's how I still think. So when I first came to campus, that was my mindset. The first few weeks in the campus were awful. I cried more than I've ever cried in my life. And it was really fucking hard because I was all on my own. I had to learn how to live alone in a sense. And I had no friends. So I was scared. And I was like, oh, if I am my new self, will I even meet new people? Will they even like me? And in a sense, I just got scared. And when you're scared, you revert back to your comfortable self. And my comfortable self was the self that I was before I left, and the reason why I left. So I'm not that anymore. And it worked. Met a lot of people. A lot of people say, damn, you know everybody in the campus. But does anybody of them actually know me? Or at least the version that I want to be? No. But it was easier. I met a lot of people and they couldn't hurt me, because even if they rejected that person, it's not my real self, so it does not hurt in a sense. So it made it a lot easier than going in there with a camera, which is already scary, and then being in a scary situation doing scary stuff is way harder than I thought it would be. And that's where all my regrets come from, because I did the same mistake again. The whole reason why I left, and I did it the same thing again. And now what am I doing? I leave again thinking everything will be better, because they have now again those expectations of me, or at least my limited brain thinks like that. So I'm leaving, so I have a fresh start and I can try again. So it feels like I'm running away from my problems, but I still feel like I can do it if I stay. Staying limits me in a way, and I feel like if I just make it and train myself to be the person I want to be, or like to do it alone without judgment and changing people the whole time, so I can never be judged until I am the polished version that I want to be, and then I can be it everywhere. Every new person I meet, I have a sense of self and who that new self is, and it's not so mixed as it is right now, that it will be like that I can be myself everywhere. I don't know if that makes any sense whatsoever, but that's why I'm leaving again. Also, obviously, it was all part of the plan. I always wanted to do that, like travel the world, travel through Italy, and not just stay in one place. So it's not only that, but it's a part of it. It's part of it, not gonna lie. And one thing that I'm realizing a lot is scarcity, urgency. The reason, like, if you've ever thought about death and everything, like trigger warning, I guess, people say death exists so you understand, like, so things are worth something, because if there's no end, you have no urgency to do anything, and you would just do nothing always, because you have always time to do something, and you would not value anything. And I kind of feel it, because when I had a year time in the campus, I took everything for granted. The volleyball, the pool, the basketball, everything. The people, mostly the people. I didn't give a shit. Like, after I got my baseline of friends that I was like, oh, I'm not lonely, I didn't care about anybody anymore. Just about, okay, what's my dream, what I want to do, what's not working. Only that was in my brain. And now that I'm leaving and I have only a week left, every time I'm with people, I'm like, damn, it's actually better than I thought. I'm playing volleyball, I'm like, damn, they're actually cool people. And I'm leaving everything behind only because I'm too scared to be myself. I came here to meet cool people, introduce them in my storyline, in my videos. And yesterday night, I just realized how cool most people are and how not judging they are. If I would just pull out my camera and be myself, most people would even find me cool, or like would happy be in my videos and everything. So it's all just messed up scarcity in my brain, and now there's a police car in front of me and I'm with my camera. Oh my god, I need to change somewhere. But hey, who gives a shit? So it's all just scarcity in my brain, and I only realize that because I'm leaving. And most likely I'm never gonna see most of them ever again. And I'm disappointed in myself that I didn't try more to film in campus and everything. But I'm also scared of going on that road trip and doing the same mistake again. Because not only because I'm on the road alone doesn't mean I have the balls to pull out the camera everywhere and to find myself and make cool videos and everything, because it's again gonna be the first time I'm doing a road trip, and it's again gonna be so overwhelming with everything I have to think of and everything I have to do, that I'm again gonna be in that scared mindset, which easily could revert me back to my safe person, my protective person, my personality that in a way cannot be hurt, because it's the personality that came out of me because of being hurt, for protection and everything. But if I can make it, I have a certain goal of the road trip, because right now I'm not posting on TikTok, I'm not posting anywhere, only on YouTube. And it's because I decided last time to not do thirst traps anymore and not do POVs and all that bullshit stuff for views. I'm not gonna make videos for views anymore, even though one Orden is like to get a certain amount of views and everything. But I always knew I didn't want to go viral for that bullshit. I want to go viral for the stuff, for my journey. And since I decided that, I was stuck. I am still stuck and don't know what to post. I have no idea what type of content to post. I have no idea about anything, honestly. And I have this excuse in my brain: the journey is gonna start in a week, like my road trip, and then I will have content all of a sudden. And will that happen like that? I don't know. But most likely I won't post until that moment. And then my goal is to have daily TikTok and Reels, like Instagram and TikTok posts that reflect the journey. So that has to be daily, so I have to do like some kind of daily content which has to do with my journey. It can be vloggy type of stuff like this, where I'm just going through the city, making videos, making dance. I don't know. I really have no idea. I just know I need to learn to make those type of videos consistently. Just like my YouTube. It really helped me to have a deadline every Wednesday. And I need the same thing for those type of TikToks and Reels I want to do. So the 17th or the 18th, I don't know when I'm arriving in the first city or even on the road, I have no idea. But as soon as I post the first video, it's gonna be daily content. And I cannot miss one day. And another thing is my YouTube. The Wednesday 11 a.m. is gonna stay, but I would like to post more, because my goal is to film everything, actually everything, to get really fucking used to making content and being on camera and talking on camera in the morning, whenever I feel down, whenever I feel good, whatever. I don't have to post anything of that. I just have to film everything. And hopefully I edit every day and I have maybe 2 videos per week or 3 videos per week, because I want to film everything on that camera or like on my phone, but like sideways, and not for TikTok specifically. I'm gonna use that footage then for TikTok and Instagram, but I want to get into the frame of thinking I'm doing long form videos, and I don't want to go into the, oh my god, everything has to be fast paced, oh my god, it's a TikTok, it cannot be long, it has to be entertaining. I want to get away from that. I only want to focus on making videos that I'm proud of and that show my journey. That's the only goal that I have, making cool videos that show my journey. And I'm like, okay, I'm getting closer to the type of videos I want to make, the type of videos I would be proud of, and or that I would watch, because I feel like that type of content is missing. Someone is actually trying to achieve something for a long time and is working on it every day authentically. I want to find my authentic self, and I have to be ruthlessly honest and authentic. Not lie to my viewers, not lie to myself, which I do a lot, like everybody. And I want to show all the pains. I hate when I'm like, oh no, I don't know if I can post this because my parents see this, or oh fuck, that one girl cannot see this, or whatever. So I want to be ruthlessly honest. And obviously I cannot share everything, like that makes sense, but I just want to be honest and not lie to myself. So then I'm like, fuck, I cannot post this because of, I just don't want to give a shit. I want to show that I'm a fucking human and I make mistakes and I talk bullshit, and I don't want to be afraid of getting cancelled, getting anything. I want to find myself and I want to make fucking mistakes, a lot of them. And right now I feel like I'm too scared of making mistakes. I'm too scared of posting the first video because it needs to be perfect. Fuck this. That's my goal. And I want you to know what my goal is. And I thought it doesn't make sense to try to make some stupid ass video right now because this is my journey. It's my journey, and my journey right now is waiting for this road trip and thinking about it the whole time and being scared and hoping that everything will work out. I hope it's gonna be really cool, and in the end, like after those 3 months, I'm proud of my content and I know where I want to go with my content. Yeah, obviously I'm still preparing, like we're almost done with the video. I'm preparing everything right now. I just want to show you, like, you see that shit? I'm trying to, this is for close, it should be like on top, but it's not. And yeah, I'm still figuring out to prepare my car for everything. Not working really well. My boy's also here, if you forgot him. He's obviously gonna stay with me and come on the journey with me. And I think that's enough yapping. The road trip is gonna start, and I thought it's cool to make this video in my car. I was like, should I go somewhere, a cool place? But I'm like, hey, I'm going on a road trip, so let's drive and see how it's gonna go. I think it's gonna be really cool. And talking about all that scarcity shit, I'm really excited, not gonna lie. I'm really excited to do that and to find myself, but I'm also kind of sad to leave the people behind. And I'm also sad that I wasn't able, like I failed. Obviously I failed the campus arc, or however you want to call this, when I was in the campus. I failed big time because I wasn't able to film, to be myself, to show my true self to people. Everybody's like, oh, I didn't know you were like that. Even when they first meet me, they always think, oh, that's the serious guy who's like gym serious. If you talk like some weird stuff, he would do some. And then they get to know me and it's like, oh my god, that's such a goofy guy, you know. And they're like, damn, I would have never thought you were like that. And then they figure out I do TikToks or TikTok dances. They're like, whoa, I never thought you were like that. And if they figure out YouTube and content, everything else, because then I'm talking about it, they again, damn, I didn't think you would do that. And that's why it's so hard for me to be like that in front of people, because the first person they get to know is like my serious, self-protective, whatever self that helped me a lot in my life. Not gonna be honest, not gonna lie, it helped me a lot in my life. If I had to go through hard stuff, that type of my personality always protected me. And I don't want to get rid of it, because there are gonna be hard stuff, hard things that's gonna happen when I need to react like that. But right now I need to teach my brain that it's safe and that I can handle it and I can be myself. And it's okay to be myself, and even if I get hurt, that's fine. And I haven't gotten there yet. I'm still too scared of getting rejected if I am my real self. But this is the only way how I can like my life. I need to be myself, and I need to find people who like that. And I need to I don't need to not give a shit about anybody else, because right now everybody likes me, but not my real self. So I'm like, you don't even know me. Like, I cannot tell you my friend. Like, I can't say it because you don't know me. And obviously also most likely them it's like a short time, but still, you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm ending the video right here. I hope this is not too long of a yap session, and I need to edit this all today or tomorrow because Wednesday it's going up. Just now I'm excited and I want to do better. So thanks for watching. New video every Wednesday. Peace.
The journey continues.
I have no idea where I drove to. let's check for a second how long I have to drive back now. Like, I think I drove a lot. Oh no, it's 30 minutes. I kind of drove in a circle. Okay. See you next week. Woo.